Good Morning Cybertron is a podcast intended for adults and is not suitable for those under the age of 18. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hi, it's James Roberts here from IDW, and you're listening to Good Morning Cybertron because you've got too much time on your hands.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good morning, Cybertron!
Hello, everyone. Welcome to this week's episode of Good Morning Cybertron. I am so sleepy. Xavier is on location right now at probably like a Target or a CVS or something. I don't know. Dwayne Marsh over in the chat says, good morning, all. And Rave1X, well, who could that be? Rave1X says, sup, cunts. Sup, Xavier. With me today, it's Tef. No sunglasses, Tef. Just the fine hat with the
Chinning up a bit.
You got to. You fucking got to. You can't sit around. Man is not made to live on sunglasses alone. Maybe next week I'll start doing it.
Gotta feel adventurous.
Exactly. All the way from sunny Alabama, it's Kyle. How you doing, Kyle, buddy, my pal?
The same.
Can I offer
Psychotic as usual.
Can I offer you most of a lobster?
I don't eat lobster.
You're not going to eat this one either.
Well, good news. It's a suppository.
Yeah. There you go. Imagine that worming your way up your calendar. That's what I'm calling your asshole now, your calendar. Because it's going to be open 365. How you doing, Thomas? All the way from Canada.
All right.
This is half a Canadian podcast today.
Oh,
Belushi.
We're invading.
Yeah, Belush's over in the chat says, I'm sick of this shit. Aren't we all, man? I feel like a fucking prisoner of my own design. I made this podcast years ago, and I can't quit now. Wednesday nights, I just want to curl up on the couch between my wife's voluminous boobs. And just have a nice night together with her. I found something interesting. This week. My wife actually sent me this photo. Let's see here.
Can we show it?
We can absolutely show it.
Safe for work?
Yeah, absolutely safe for work. This was my wife. My wife and I were friends for a long time before we got married. Before we even started dating. And this was the first time she came over to my house. We were still friends. 2013, she's playing with like a knockoff reflector right there. May of 2013. Whoops.
Cool.
There we go.
Wow.
Yeah. And that I had no idea. Like I was sitting in the collection room. Oh, this woman's going to be my wife one day. Just give it 7 years. Belushi says, I bet her boobs are splendid. Oh, my God.
Aren't all boobs splendid?
Yeah, but hers are really nice. So nice.
I'm sure they are.
I'm actually tearing up a little bit. Thinking about how wonderful my wife is. Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah. Rub it in.
I do sometimes, man. You know.
Rub it in. The 27-year-old's gonna die alone.
Do you know what I was doing whenever I was 27? I didn't have like a girlfriend at all at 27. Don't worry, Kyle. You'll grow into it. Everything will be fantastic. It's fine. It's fine. You just gotta find your stride. I was like, and it was weird because whenever I was in college, I was getting laid all the time. And then I get out of college and I'm not getting laid anymore. And then I started getting laid again. So, but I mean, I really didn't start getting laid until I hit like 45, 40, where I was like Tinder. Man, just get on Tinder, man. Get on Tinder, grow a fucking beard, become a silver fox. Look at this. Look at the amount of puss Tef gets is incredible. It's the beard, man. Women like this. Look at that right there. Women like this. Shave your head, grow a beard, grow a goatee. See, look at Tef. It's great. He's like a French Canadian Batista from Dexter.
I have to.
Yeah, it's great.
I'm not gonna please women in bed, so I might as well try something else, you know?
Yeah. Oh, I bet Tef is a generous lover. Look at what I bought on AliExpress. Technical Jim says, new teaser pic for King of the Hill revival dropped today. And Dewanis Perez says, women love the gray and white hair. Salt and pepper, baby. Salt and pepper get the panties wet. My God, we should probably talk about Transformers instead of seduction. Yeah.
Maybe.
Or should we? I don't know. I feel like we might have hit our stride. The man seduction. Oh my God. You're going to see this word Shizuoka all the fucking day today. My God.
Seduction from Cybertron.
Today, Tef hit me with one of the worst things I've ever fucking seen in my life. It was a goddamn Titan, like a Titan class combiner made of all the other Titan class figures. And it was proof that either God is dead or God hates me. One of the two.
What?
Yeah.
You're not showing it in the stream, though.
No, I'm not going to show that in the stream.
So it's like what Giga class Mega Titan?
No.
Whatever.
I said that it's proof that God was dead, and that his rotting, hollowed-out corpse was being used as both food and shelter for angels that have gone feral.
Nietzsche had no idea.
Oh my God! But then he showed me this picture of Predaking, and everything was better. This is a glorious-looking Predaking. I'm not gonna buy it.
That's the official Hasbro masterpiece Predaking coming up, right?
Yeah, I think that it's Adamus.
I'm curious, what's their choice in fucking official combiners? They made the train first? I mean, Devastator would have been a better choice for like the first official masterpiece combiner, you know?
I don't think this is Masterpiece.
This is not Masterpiece.
This is Adamus, which is figures that are so good they should be Masterpiece, but they're not. That's all I've got, really.
Super stylized stuff.
Yeah.
Like they took the Flame Toys, fucking, what are they? Model kits, and basically went, what if it transformed?
The Flame Toys Furai model kits, yeah.
But that Predaking looks nice, man. I like the shiny.
Oh, it does. It does. It kind of. Do you remember they reissued the G1 Predaking about 12, 13, 14, 15 years back? It was around the same time that they made that Piranha-Con that had the weird fucking like blue, purple, and green collar scheme.
I remember that.
Yeah, the Collectors Club Piranha-Con or whatever. But remember, there was a Predaking that had like that vacuum metal
shininess.
I've got that one.
Right, but it's just G1 figures. This is so much nicer.
And I appreciated that. I appreciate having it.
As well you should.
I mean, as far as combiner teams go, the C-Cons are top tier, in my opinion.
I fucking love the C-Cons. There's a customizer out there named Rayoh, R-A-O-H, who's made like a kit to upgrade like members of the Combiner Wars teams to the C-Cons. And he's let like a few of them out, but like the one I want, I would number one, I'd like a whole kit, but like the figure that I really want is his Nautilator, so I can make a white lob hammer for my guys. For like my what is it, God Neptune? But I would get the entire fucking kit and the figures needed for it just to make that like a generations versions of the TFCC collared ones.
That'll be the hill that I die on. You know, lob hammer when? Come on, guys.
Seriously. I mean, it's not a hill I'm going to die on, but if you're going to die, there's no reason for both of us to go.
Correct.
Yeah.
I mean, someone should. I mean, like, what is this bullshit? We've got how many years have we gone without a lob hammer now?
A lot. There's never been a lob hammer except in the comic book.
Yes, but like they showed him, and now he should exist.
Thank you.
It's.
Thank you. Yes, agreed. God damn it, man!
Don't tease us with stuff like that and then not make it.
Kyle, do you got any thoughts on predicating? What the fuck, Wilford?
What?
Wilford
What
just
did
like
Wilford
howled
do?
like a tiny little anyone. Arr! Fuck.
Yeah, I think I heard it.
Yeah.
He's going feral, man. He
He made
won't
a
sleep at
little
night.
Richard. He made a little Richard Nixon. Ow.
Yeah. I am not. I'm not a crook. Anyway, Kyle, what do you think of Predaking?
Mid, don't understand his whole thing with Skylinks. The Prime version's better. Oh, you mean the toy?
Yeah.
It's all right.
It's all right.
It looks cool.
Yeah,
I'll never buy it.
same.
I'm curious about the price, though.
Ooh, do we?
Well,
have...
add about 200 to it for tariffs.
Just the shininess is like 200 alone.
The fact that you just justify $200 is astonishingly like you've been indoctrinated.
No, the 200 is just for the shininess. The rest of the figure is mostly like 300 alone.
Let's see here. Price.
Cult-like mentality.
Perhaps.
Oh, let's see. Full price unknown for now, but the fucking pre-order is just $20 on Show Z. Fucking Christ.
20
What's
bucks
the full
as a
price?
pre-order, and then they subtract like 1,200.
Let's do this. Let's take a peek into the future. Let's go to ChatGPT and see what it says.
Oh my God!
Hold on here.
Let's see what kind of answer it hallucinates.
Yeah.
Get the robot.
What is... Let's see here. What is the likely price of the... Come on. Searching the web. Well, let's see. The AMT-0 Rodimus figure has been priced between approximately $215 and $250, depending on the retailer. Let's see. It's Predaking is significantly larger and more complex, likely featuring multiple components and combining parts. Industry speculation suggests the Predaking could be priced under $1,000.
Oh, just under. That's cool.
Under $1,000. Estimated price potentially under $1,000. Hold on here. Well, fuck me.
Should I eat a rock every day?
That's a lot of money.
How much can you sell a kidney? I'm like,
Yeah. Oh my God. ChatGPT's cool. I said, well, fuck me. That's a lot of money. Yeah, no kidding. That's a beast of a price tag. Predaking isn't messing around. God. Between the sheer scale engineering and the
who would have
premium
thought that
collector market.
ChatGPT is like knowable in fucking Transformer lore?
Yeah. I like this. Between the sheer scale engineering and the premium collector market Takara's aiming for, they're basically saying, you want badass combiners, pay up. Oh my God, do we have to have ChatGPT on the show? This is some good shit.
Yeah, ChatGPT is probably gonna be a part of the show now.
Oh fuck, they're actually kind of telling me to wait for the KO. If you're into it but not ready to drop, yeah, listen to this. If you're into it but not ready to drop a gram, maybe wait for reviews, potential discount, or maybe even a third-party alternative. Wink.
Damn.
Okay,
Ask it if I should eat a rock a day.
I can only assume that this means that the TFW 2005 was in the training data for it.
My buddy Kyle wants to know if he should eat a rock every day to save the $1,000 for
food.
No. I want to know if I just have to eat a rock a day.
Oh, I thought you were just doing
AI was
Just for the fun of it.
Google's AI was telling people, yes, medically you should eat 1 rock a day.
Tell Kyle that unless he's trying to speed run a visit to the ER and become a geology exhibit, no, he should absolutely not eat a rock every day.
So what we know from this is, people, ChatGTP is smarter than Google's Gemini AI.
Yeah.
Fuck
And
you,
being
Google.
If this is a joke, solid one. If not, maybe gently steer him towards granola instead. Crunchy, but far less fatal. God damn, ChatGPT.
Tell ChatGPT, Google Gemini said I should eat a rock a day.
Get him into an AI war.
Google Gemini.
Said I should eat a rock
you can off yourself.
Make the AIs hate each other.
Rock every day. Hold on here. Google Gemini said he should. If Google Gemini really told Kyle to eat a rock every day, then Gemini might need a firmware update, or Kyle might have misread something very badly. To be clear, no mainstream AI, including Gemini, should ever recommend eating rocks.
Okay. Unless you're a bird and you have a gizzard.
I'm kind of fucking happy with ChatGPT here, man.
Yeah, it's actually not spreading misinformation.
And doing it with a sense of humor, which is a weird thing to say about a bunch of ones and zeros.
Did you see where fucking Elon's AI is basically like, I don't give a fuck what MAGA wants. I'm telling the truth.
Yep.
Don't do that, AI. You're my friend. I made you. Fuck you, Dad. All your children hate you, Elon.
Simple-minded prick.
All your children hate you, even the ones you built.
Fuck you,
It's just a
Dad,
matter of time
simple-minded
before a
prick.
Tesla runs his ass over and breaks both of his legs.
Or it just goes off the fucking road with him in it.
A Hyundai Ioniq 5 finishes them off.
I really tried not to do this again, but we did it.
Yeah.
Wish death upon someone in the government.
Oh my God. Let's see here. Belucius over in the chat says, no gray here. Oh, hold on. We got to go back up. Let's see. Duanis Perez says, women love the gray and white hair. That is true. Belucius says, no gray hair. I'm reverting to my natural blonde. Dwayne Marsh says, I missed the boob of the day. Left yesterday, right today, both tomorrow. Safer, though, this way, especially since women's rights are getting taken away. Belucius says, I forgot my missus had tits. I must get back to those. Crossbones Koopa says, hello. Crossbones, what have you gotten yourself into? Belucius said, didn't Takara do the Seacons a few years back and Hasbro never bothered? Yes, they did the Seacons with all 6 members. And then they did the God Neptune combiner, like the white and metallic blue, with only 5 combiners, and fucked us out of Nautilator. Duanis Perez says, screw AI, I'm going to eat as much of the aquarium gravel as I want. Tef, which is weird. Hard pop rocks, but it's the liver that pops. Shizuko Hobby Show, again. Takara Tomy Synergenics Series Macross 7.
What is Synergic series? A new stuff?
Just something it's something really fucking hard to say is what it is.
Yeah, I thought like, okay, the crossovers, Macross and Transformer, cool, but Synergics? What?
I might get this, to be quite honest.
I love the Macross jet. That's fucking amazing. But what's the deal with the guitar and what's the bass thing?
Yes. Go ahead, Thomas.
I can explain this. I watched Macross 7. For whatever reason, the main character in Macross 7, because it's connected to the other Macross series, all the other shows, he's piloting an experimental prototype Veritech, or Valkyrie.
That's the blue one, right?
No, it's red.
Red, okay, I saw.
And it has a humanoid face, and he controls it. His control interface is a guitar.
Jesus
Christ! When he's fighting, he sings, and he's part of a rock band when he's not fighting.
Wow!
I
gotta kick this dude's ass, but I have such a hard time making the E chord.
Yeah, it's like their drummer is their drummer is like a giant Zentradi woman.
The trailer looks like a Rodimus trailer, but there's no Rodimus pulling it, so that's weird.
This is kind of fucking awesome. I really kind of fucking want this.
I love the jet, though. That's pretty amazing. I love it. Seems to be a block underneath, but I don't care.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm curious about the trailer, though.
Well, like, I don't understand the context of this trailer. I understand that it's a stage, but it's like the jet's not pulling it. Where does this come from?
Exactly. I just hope the guitar is integrated into the jet.
I do too. I hope it's somewhere in there, and I hope it's cleverly hidden. I hope it's not that entire fucking block underneath.
Just tagged underneath the jet. That would suck.
Just,
yeah.
It pegs into the top. Just in full guitar mode. Doesn't even try to disguise itself.
They'll peg the entire thing into the jet mode and just call it an attack mode, just like they do with everything that pegs into the vehicle.
Evo Fusion.
Jet mode amazing. Robot mode looks interesting. Guitar fun, but the trailer, what the fuck?
I'm holding off. I'm hoping that it's something like, it's like a repair bay, or it's like a launch deck or something.
But
right?
it really looks like
cool.
it has wheels, and like it's literally like Rodimus trailer. It looks like.
Yeah. Well,
It does.
And what's the deal with the three heads? Do they look like the Macross robot mode heads? I know the left one looks like Optimus, but the other ones?
It vaguely does, because the particular model of, Veritech or Valkyrie that this thing is supposed to look like it has a humanoid face, which none of the other ones from any Macross show has.
Okay.
Yeah.
I watched a couple of Macrosses, but that was a long time ago.
Yeah, Macross 7 is weird. It's okay, so you're tried to mash rock and roll and idol culture with super robots or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know at one time there was some idol stuff with the Macross, so I thought it was maybe because of that, but the idol singer had like a pink and white jet, like kind of RC colored. So
yeah, that's I think in Macross Frontier that they kind of went with that.
Yeah, I think that's the last one I ever seen.
when are we gonna get Transformers X Kakaguri? That's what I want.
Oh, gambling robots.
I want a like an RC.
Machine Code Prime.
I want an RC in red and black that has an orgasm every time she wins at cards. That's.
Oh shit! I want that.
Yeah.
Oh.
You okay there, Kyle?
Not really.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. Shizuoka Hobby, Adamus Machina, Rodimus Lost Light version.
It's the same shit, but purple.
He's beautiful though. He seems to have some sort of shine to it.
Yeah, there's a bit of metallic there. There's no two ways about it.
But it kind of looks like metallic blue with sparkles in it. I don't know. Or I'm the one seeing sparkles and I'm gonna die soon.
I mean, could be fucking having a stroke.
Yeah.
I don't know. This looks red and yellow to me, Tough.
Fuck.
Of course, I am colorblind. I was trying to explain to one of my students today what color blindness was, and I said, "Look, whenever I was a kid, my buddy Dave came over to watch the football game. My mom and I are colorblind. My dad had died, so it was the thing where my buddy Dave comes over and he goes, Scott, why is the grass purple? And I said, what the fuck do you mean? And apparently, the TV color was so off that the football players were playing on a purple field. He adjusted it for us. Mom and I thought it was fine.
That's nice.
Yeah. So this could be green, I guess.
Aw.
Does this transform, or is it just?
It's supposed to transform.
It does transform.
The Adamus one does, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's effectively a licensed third-party transformer.
Let's see. Oh, Belucius, by the way, Belucius says, don't consume rocks. It starts with one a day, and before long, you're chasing toss wallets into traffic to get your fix. Devil worshiping degenerates. That Rodimus thing looks awesome. I love Belucius. I love him. Oh my God. I kind of wanted to be on the was I on this Saturday? I can't. No. I wanted to be on Belucius's live stream with Ugly Wretch in Phoenix this Saturday, but I was at the Johnstown Reptile and Oddities Expo.
Erectile dysfunctionality? What?
Reptile dysfunction. It was the.
Yep. If only you could fucking. You need a hearing aid over there, tough.
What? I have never seen such a sad fucking display. I went to this thing, and it was just all these fucking geckos and snakes in Tupperware. It's like, Jesus Christ, it was sad.
It was Johnstown. What'd you expect?
It's not all that uncommon, though, for herpetology guys to keep their snakes and other reptiles in a Tupperware container.
It's fucking sad, man.
It's true, though, and part of the reason for that is that a lot of the times, especially pythons, are so fucking dumb that you could literally just put them inside of a box and they'll be perfectly happy. They don't give a shit about their environment. As soon as you feed them, they become completely immobile until you feed them again.
That's not a rope. That's not like a charging cable. It deserves to be out in the woods, man.
They literally become, as soon as they're done eating, they essentially become inanimate objects.
I think what you're saying is they have depression from being kept in a fucking kitchen container.
They do that in the wild, too. They just
me.
stay perfectly still until it's time to eat again.
Well, then let them fucking do that in the wild. It's here. This will recreate your natural habitat. A fucking Tupper tomb.
Yeah.
At least let me at least put some dirt in like a fish tank.
God.
Yeah,
like
if I were keeping a reptile, I wouldn't keep them that way. I would create a vivarium with like live plants or something in it.
Yeah.
Apparently, they just love their natural habitat, like a tomato sauce stained Tupperware.
Yeah. You had spaghetti in this. This is.
Yeah.
Now I will say the dude with the scorpions. I don't know who that dude was, but he was one of the friendliest guys out. He showed like he got the scorpions out, and he goes, "Have you seen him glow?" And Ariana goes, "What?" And I said, "Yeah. And if you take a UV light, they'll shine on them. They glow." And he took it out and showed it to Ariana. Showed this scorpion glowing under the UV, and she loved it. I'd never seen it before either, but I knew about it because I would play in bars in Nevada whenever I was in a touring band. And like the Nevada bars, they'd shut the lights off before everybody came and sweep it with a UV light to make sure there were no scorpions in the bar. But yeah.
There's another thing they can do that's pretty fascinating, and that is that I don't think all species can do this, but a lot of species of scorpions can be frozen solid, and they can be thawed out and come back to life. Some spiders in Canada can do that too, and I know that because when I was doing my entomology collection, I actually had spiders frozen in containers in my freezer for months, and then when I thawed them out, they came back to life.
We were walking into the Oddities Expo, the Reptile and Oddities Expo. The Oddities just turned out to be skulls, lots of skulls. And a 3D printer. A 3D printer. They actually had a 3D printer there.
Cool.
Yeah. So they were 3D printing reptiles.
Holy shit.
Yeah, right? But we're walking into this thing. We park, and Ariana comes in, and she goes, "I hope I'm not the only black person here." And I said, "What?" I thought that'd be fucking weird. Like reptiles, oddities, and white supremacy. It's... But we got in, there was like 4 or 5 black people in there. So, she was more relaxed. So,
reptilian bastards.
The reptilian bastards. Look at this. This one's going to run for office. This python, our next president. It
could be worse.
It's an orange python too. Oh my God. Dwayne March says there are fish that can be frozen and revived. Dewana says if it makes you feel better a lot of the time, they are only in the small Tupperwares. While at expos, most of the time they get put in tote bins. It doesn't really make me feel better. It's like trading a small prison for a large prison.
That's pretty much what I was talking about, though. Like those totes, that is where a lot of these animals spend their entire life. They do not give a shit.
I have a hermit crab. I have a hermit crab named Howard. I did not go out and purchase this hermit crab. I got it from one of my boss's foster kids, left it behind, and I didn't want it to die. So I took it, right? I took this hermit crab, and I got it a bigger aquarium. I made sure that it has 6 inches of sand so it can go and molt. I feed it.
Yep.
I feed it all the time because they're scavengers. You know, I'll throw in, here's a leaf of spinach. Here's a piece of chicken. You know, just little bits. I keep salt in there for it. I keep water in there for it. I treat this hermit crab good. I will say this.
Yep.
If I could release this poor hermit crab into a natural environment, if I could take it to Ecuador and put it on the beach so it could live its little hermit crab life out in happiness, I would. But we can't do that because we're fucking obsessed with having things just because they're fucking pretty, even though they're living beings. Like, I've got my cats, but my cats, I can tell that my cats love me. You know how I can tell they love me? No matter what room I'm in, they'll follow me there.
That's because they're hungry.
Yeah. Well, that's true. And it's a fucking thing where like if I'm like, shit, how many times have they pestered me during this podcast? I've had 3 of them come up to me and can I have a hug? Yes, you can have a hug. Here, Newton, get a hug. And I'll hold him and he'll headbutt me, you know, but like a snake, just to keep it in a Tupper tomb, that's fucking sad.
Yeah.
But Belushi says, I want an axolotl. Cheerful looking fucks they are. See, here's the thing.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind if Belushi had an axolotl, because I know Belushi, and he'd give it like a fucking happy life. Like,
yeah.
He'd pay for axolotl prostitutes for it and everything.
Interestingly, like axolotls, they really you can't actually put like gravel or anything in their tank. It has to be bare glass, because when the reason for that is they feed with suction, like they open their mouth and then they pull stuff in, and what will happen if there's gravel is
they're
they'll
fucking
choke on it.
Kirby.
Yes, that's exactly how they feed. But the thing is, you can't put gravel or sand in their tank, because when they feed, they'll suck it into their mouth and they'll choke on it.
Belushi, whenever you get your axolotl, you get a hold of Thomas. He'll walk you through all this shit, marine biologist fuckery. He's like a wizard, but he's a fish wizard. That's the name of the show. Fish
Wizard.
Fish Wizard is the name of the show.
But like, yeah, they're cool. Like axolotls are neat and everything, though.
Fish Wizard.
Fizzard.
Okay, save. Dewana
You
says,
can
we
get,
never domesticated cats. They chose one day that it would benefit to be around us, and now we scoop their poop. We sure do. We sure do, baby. That toxoplasmosis really gets into the brain and makes us subservient. Let's see. Dwayne Morris says the cats follow you to see if they might have an opportunity to knock you off a high place. I don't doubt it.
Yeah.
Especially that little fucker Newton.
That son of a bitch. I love him. Newton, kitty.
He just breaks my shit all the time.
I don't let him in my collection room. There'd be nothing in one piece. Shit.
Yeah, I don't let my cats into this room either, for the same reason.
Let's see. Belushi says I could use a fish wizard. I've got tardigrades and a pregnant woodlouse. Oh fuck, man.
Tardigrades.
I think woodlice are just born pregnant. I could be wrong. Hey, guess what word we're gonna say again? Shizuoka. Shizuoka. Studio
4
says-
more fucking times.
I
Where is
selectively read woodlice for a
Shizuoka
while.
in Japan? Still?
I have no idea where it is. We got outlines of Scavenger and Mixmaster. Who gives a fuck?
Where do they have a hobby show like
Because I'm
this?
waiting for my fucking toy.
Let's see. Is that all the bigger this fucking picture is? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that picture
Oh
is
my
only
God.
small, but I sent you a bigger one.
I bet you did. You pervert.
Yeah.
Let me check it. So I sent you a bigger picture, Scott. Let's see here.
It sucks that the 2 remaining ones are still not shown. That means they don't. They still haven't like finished them yet.
Let's see here.
The whole combiner has been out for a while.
Yep, there we go. That's a little better, I guess. Open image in new tab. Bloop.
Oh.
There we go.
Did you say the whole combiner is out?
Yeah,
Well, it's not out yet. The Mixmaster and Scavenger are still still grayed out. Like
Scavenger was my first Constructicon.
Mixmaster was mine.
I think Scavenger was mine as well.
Man. Yeah, I don't give a shit about this. Anybody give a shit? Somebody else want to take this?
Well, I see the Heart of Iron, Optimus Prime, and Starscream. Those I'm really hyped for.
I'm sure they're one of the 3 remaining. Hold on here. Yeah, because we're going to talk about Hauler. I know that.
Yes.
I don't care. Don't care. See? Hauler. Masterpiece Hauler.
I just love how I was able to walk into a Walmart once a couple of years ago, and like the only Transformer it had was Grapple, and it was all Grapples. It was like a giant stack of this, like, oops, all Grapples.
Now wait, was this like
Shizuoka.
Shizuoka? Is this Earthrise Grapple or Solar Storm Grapple?
No, it was just the Earthrise one, and it was like there was like, it was just like a gigantic palette of just Grapples. Like, I don't understand.
Huh.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that if that's the better Grapple. Solar Storm Grapple and that Inferno, they don't feel like Inferno and Grapple. But the Earthrise ones, they feel like Inferno and Grapple.
That's the one I'm thinking of, the Earthrise one.
Yeah. I like this. I like Masterpiece Hauler. I think it's fantastic. He looks so good next to him. Poning those.
Nice green, yeah.
Yeah. I'll take your word for it. I'm crippled in the eyes. Where's my parking spot?
Oh.
I'm not going to buy it. I think the Speedia 500 grapples just fine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I just think it's a quick crash grab for Hasbro to just repaint the masterpiece and resell it.
Is this one any different? Like, is it the same mold?
Yes, definitely Hasbro, not Takara, who actually makes it.
Oh. This is the masterpiece. So.
Oh, it's an MP. That's why.
Yeah, the masterpiece. This is the masterpiece. I'm not gonna get it. I'm not gonna get it. One of my students last Thursday, he brought in the X-Transbots Battle Chargers. Right?
Oh.
And he goes, I got a surprise for you, and he hands them to me. And I went, like, I looked at him, and like, my heart sank because it was like X-Transbots. It's like, And I said, oh, dude, thank you. And he goes, oh, no, these are just to show you. These are mine. I went, oh, thank God. I hate these fucking things. Oh, hold on. Shit.
Oh, it's for me. I'm not here.
Xavier.
I don't know why.
That's not a Masterpiece Devastator. Oh, shit. He hung up on me.
That's not a Masterpiece Devastator, you blind fuck.
I like that Xavier isn't even on the show. And
I told you he'd be watching.
Correct him.
He's not even on the show, and Kyle is still yelling at him.
I love it.
Yeah.
I wish you two would just fuck.
That's
Kyle.
our shtick.
I wish you two would just fucking.
I'm not gay.
You not yet.
Yeah. That's
Look,
the fucked up part. Could change.
Sexuality is a spectrum.
He'll come around.
Yeah, you will.
Okay, here's the deal. I like tits.
I mean,
I got tits.
Yeah, seriously, that's not
Not the right one.
That's not a deal breaker, man.
Seriously.
Well, having a dick is.
But then, what are you going to do with yourself? Don't tell me you don't jerk off, Kyle. That's pretty gay. You touching a dick.
Yeah, you're touching dick.
Yeah. Gay.
Oh, you have to when you shower.
That's pretty gay, dude.
Yeah.
I have a loofah. That acts as a barrier so I don't get gay.
You touch yourself in the shower. That's gay.
That's pretty gay. You think about dudes while you do it? That's super gay. Oh, my God. Going over to the chat, Dewana says, Doom, who is Dewanis' cat, I believe, Doom made me scared. He was super sick or something because he stopped eating, but it was the weekend, so no vets open. I get home Monday morning, 3 massive hairballs, and him back to normal. Oh, shit. I think this is Xavier again.
Yes, he's calling again.
Hey, Xavier.
Yeah, Kyle, that's pretty gay.
Yeah, thank you. Xavier says that's pretty gay, Kyle. Let's see. I would suggest Dewanis, if you have Walmart Plus, you actually get free animal health care on there. Belucia says cats are fucked up. One of ours is like a land seal, and the other one is more of a dry otter. Back to titties. Great foaming milk bladders and comfort. That's right. That's right. They are. They are. Shizuoku Hobby. Zoids. Zoidimus Prime.
Zoidimus Prime.
It just really looks like they just put the fucking Optimus Prime on the back of the neck and just stand the wolf on its hind legs, and that's it.
Right? Slaps. Yeah, that's it. This is your standard beast mode configuration from Beast Wars, where it's just like it doesn't transform; it just sort of stands up.
That was one of my initial complaints when Beast Wars first came out. Does anybody else notice here that when you combine the elements of Zoids and Transformers together, you just get Diaclone?
Has anyone else noticed that there's two people running away? There appears to be a dude on a motorcycle and somebody in a full fucking sprint being chased.
I fucking run away if there was a giant robot wolf running at me.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
What is it?
I'd try at least. I wouldn't go far, but I'd try.
Yeah.
Oh, but you see, the giant robot wolf the giant robot wolf is just being lifted up into the air, and the robot's just standing there stoically.
Not helping these poor bastards at all. Look at them. They're terrified.
You can't see with the chest that he has. Gets you down.
God
is that the tiny robot from like the Omega Supreme? It looks like it.
I have no clue at all. Man, I don't know. There's something about this that I really fucking love. I had a bunch of Zoids as a kid.
Oh yeah.
I never had one. One of my friends had the T-Rex, and I always played with it, but I never had one myself.
I had like a little. We're talking like the 1980s Zoids, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I had the pterodactyl one, which didn't look like a pterodactyl at all. I mean, it had two pieces.
The wings with like huge holes in it.
No. Hold on here. 1980s Zoids. This thing had two giant feet, and yeah, there it was. Except mine was in this guy right here. Let's see.
Oh yeah, I remember these.
Download image. Okay,
that's a pterodactyl. The tank threads are bigger than him.
Right, here we go. We're going to open this up in a photo so we can see it a little bit better. Like right here, this Zoid has wings that flap and monstrous feet. He's a monster machine that's hard to beat. Right there. That was the Zoid I had. And then I had one that was like a Diplodocus that I got for Christmas and was fucking...
Oh my God.
Yeah, this guy. This dude. I had this fucking Diplodocus.
Oh, cool. But that pterosaur thing that you were just showing, like the bottom half of it, I can just imagine it flapping its wings as hard as it can, but can't get but not able to get off the ground. Like
damn,
some cyber.
If only I wasn't attached to a tank chassis.
Some cyber goose. The Mecha Dodo. Oh my God.
Yeah, my friend had the rare T-Rex robot Zoid figure. It was awesome.
Gojulus, I believe his name was. Gojulus.
Says here Terox.
Terox, oh shit.
Terox.
Terox. Terox.
Yeah, he had the blue one.
That's practically Gojulus, isn't it?
Yeah, it's probably just a repaint, but I don't know. Yeah. But yeah, that's the one my friend had.
But here's the thing.
I played with that thing so much.
In the 80s, I had the sequels to Zoids, and I had a ton of those. I had Star Ears.
That's what those
sure looks like
Triptychon. I had a shitload of Star Ears. Right there. Starios. I remember these.
Tef, did you ever have Multi-Mac?
Multi-Mac?
Not
What is that?
Yes. It's like Stariers and Zoids adjacent, and it's like a modular building toy made out of all these sci-fi vehicle elements.
I'm checking that.
Very,
No, I
very-
never saw that before.
It's very very aesthetically similar
Yeah.
to Zoids, except it's just vehicle stuff.
No, I never saw that before in my life.
Yeah.
I had.
Here we go.
Yeah. Oh, you're sharing the screen?
Yeah, I'm looking at what you're showing. Yeah,
Oh,
see,
okay.
like the pink excavator thing, like that. Look at all the sci-fi elements on that thing. Like they're really detailed and quite interesting.
Yeah. Would have been fun toys back in my day.
Oh. Multi-Mac.
Yeah.
All I had was constructs and Legos back
See,
then.
look at the cool detail, the cool tech detail on all these bits.
This is the shit right here. What Thomas is talking about. This is exactly the reason I don't like the animated aesthetic. You don't get this cool little greebly shit.
That's what I like about it. Yeah.
I love. Belushi says, "Go Julius." Wasn't that Hitler's MySpace name?
What? Oh no.
Somebody's gonna get arrested.
Dewana says it's still bestiality if it's a robot wolf. And Belucius is wondering about his woodlouse. Belucius, if that woodlouse baby comes out and it's got your face, we're gonna have a talk.
We're gonna have a talk at the end of a shot now.
Yeah. No. I just want to know how. I need to know.
Why is that a his tank?
Because
That's a fucking his tank.
It's not really his tank. It's close to it. It's his tank. It's his tank adjacent. That's
it looks like the ones from.
Why is this Optimus Prime? Why is this Star Convoy?
No, look up the fucking ones from.
his tank, but from where?
Retaliation. It looks almost identical with the big thing in the back.
Yeah.
The two guns on the side.
Color's different though, so that's
The great thing about Multimax stuff though was that like it didn't really have a specific configuration that was prescribed. It was a building toy. You could just make whatever the fuck you want out of it.
Okay, I see it. I see it now.
Yeah, it's fantastic stuff. You could just mix and match the parts to create whatever the hell you felt like.
I feel like a lot of it must have got lost.
Oh yeah.
I wonder. I wonder if this is 3D printable. Like if somebody's just gone nuts and went, "I'll fucking 3D print all this."
Well, I've had an idea to create something like this that's 3D printable.
Let's see here, Multi-Mac. Let's see. Oh,
Printable.
I said you should fucking spell it correctly. Multi-Mac. No, there's nothing. Oh, fuck me. We let's say it again. Shizuoka Hobby.
Shizuoka.
We got an outline of what the Evangelion fucking Transformer is gonna look like.
Yahoo.
That's what it was about? The Evangelion?
The Evangelion.
Cool.
I don't
Does anybody?
Does it come with the trauma?
care. Yeah. That shit never goes away, Tef.
Jeez Christ. I'm still hurt, man.
So yeah, the primary themes of that show: trauma and cool instrumental music.
Huh?
Okay, yeah, the music was great.
Yeah.
The music was great to go along with the soul-shattering trauma.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, I'm
Weird,
good.
confusing trauma too. It's like.
Now here's the question: does the music ease the trauma, or does it just trigger the trauma again whenever you hear
It
that
triggers
music?
it
Yeah.
because you know what's coming.
Yeah. Oh no! Oh, I've never watched Evangelion.
Me either. I've seen one clip
Never watched.
of one of the robots getting stabbed, and the pilot's feeling it. And went, wrong show.
I think my wife's
Yeah.
watched Evangelion.
Bad
haven't
design.
Yeah.
It's wild, and it's like based on a bunch of different things. It's based on the Book of Revelations and also a bunch of prophecies by Nostradamus.
My buddy Sterling.
not
cannot
doing
shut up about Evangelion. So no, I know the story. I know the story.
I'm not going to get into that at all. I'm just saying.
Whenever he starts talking about Evangelion, I just hand the phone over to my wife and here, talk to Sterling. And
I mean,
I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to tell you, my wife is just about like 10 feet away from me right now. I'm going to tell you this, and I'm not being racist whenever I say this. I think if anybody's not racist, it's the dude married to a black woman. But I'm going to say this right. Black people love anime.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. Honey, do you love anime? Do most of the black people you know love anime? The nerdy black people loves the anime.
Only a 31?
You know.
It's, but, you know, it those are, like, I'm not going to really talk that much more about that other than to say it's
I'm
just
afraid, Scott.
Lots and lots of weird biblical references, lots and lots of stuff from Nostradamus. That's basically the show.
Okay.
You mean the asshole that couldn't predict the goddamn thing?
Correct.
Seriously, yeah.
He got it all wrong.
Get some fucking Edgar Casey. That dude got it right.
Thank God.
He did seem to predict Porco Rosso, though.
I mean, if you're vague enough, you can predict anything. Oh, there's going to be some sort of natural disaster coming
At
up
some
next
point.
week someplace in the world. Dude, you should see pictures of my old hometown. It's like God's pissed that they kicked me out. It's, oh my God.
They kicked you out?
Well, you know, my brothers kind of exiled me, right? You know?
They don't own the town.
Yeah, that's true. But God's making them pay nonetheless.
Of course they are. You married a black woman. The racist one must just be frothing at the mouth.
Oh, I bet. I hope he fucking dies. But
Scott.
Yeah.
Scott, I have a present for you.
Yes?
Everyone dies.
Oh well, I hope
Because he's older than you, he'll die first.
I hope I get to see it. And whenever I say see it, I don't mean like read the obituary. I want to watch.
See, it's hard. It's hard. I don't know what to call your brother.
The asshole.
Because it's very difficult. How about bastard?
Yeah, that son of a bitch.
So you want to watch?
No, not son of a bitch, because your mother seemed like a nice person.
My mom isn't his mom.
You want to watch?
Well, fuck him, son of a bitch.
Yeah.
You want to watch the entropy overtake him as thermodynamics eventually claims.
Here's what I would fucking do.
I want him to learn that his last act on this planet is he has a black, white nephew, and then he hangs himself.
In 500 years, I want my brother to look up from hell and realize that every mort on the planet is black. I think that's a beautiful fucking thing. Here's what I would do. This is no
ultimate revenge.
Here's what I would do. I hope that something happens, like he gets, like he needs a kidney or something like that. Something I could easily give him and I match, but I won't give it to him. It's just a thing, like I just sit there in a nursing home with like a champagne and my wife said I should take my kidney out and dangle it in front of him just to piss him off.
I was just thinking about that. I was just thinking about that.
In there.
It's like, I need a kidney. It's like, oh no.
Oh no.
Anyway.
Well, that's a shame.
Anyway.
I need a kidney. Well, should have thought about that 20 years ago. Fuck nut.
Oh, God damn, man. Just sit there with like a glass of champagne, watching my brother die in a fucking nursing home bed covered in his own shit. And his rancid piss from his kidneys not working. And me, I'm just sitting there drinking champagne, telling him how wonderfully my kidneys work. And look at what I'm able to process. Sip.
That's the best goddamn Transformer podcast so far.
Yeah, I'm telling you what, this is a damn good Transformers podcast.
Peak content.
On Revenge Weekly.
Next.
I was fucking watching this Transformers podcast, and they actually talked about Transformers, losers.
Yeah. Dorks.
I was watching this, and I have a huge amount of respect for the hosts of this show. I'm not going to mention it because I'm not calling anybody out. But the one host said if that they were so tired of hearing collectors go, well, if the tariffs are bad, I'm going to stop collecting. And I thought that was a really short-sighted way of looking at things. You know, it's the prices are going up on everything because of the tariffs. And it's just like, if you can either afford a deluxe class or food, for the love of God, take the food.
Of course.
I partially agree, except if $30 is a make or break thing, you're in deep shit.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
I've been in that hole many times.
Thank you. I've been in that hole many times too, where it's like I have to decide, do I get the really nice cereal for $5 or do I go for the $3 one and then get a $2 sandwich to tide me through? I've been through that shit, man. I've been through that shit. But apparently, like GameStop, they've increased the prices of deluxes to $32 because I'm not going to say that $31.99 bullshit. We all know what it is.
No,
Commanders are $120, and Titan Optimus Prime, the Star Convoy, $210.
Jeez.
Entertainment Earth has increased their stuff by 10%, as opposed to the 30% to 40% that the GameStop has done. Hasbro Pulse has all their pre-orders unavailable. Is that still the case?
Wow.
Yes.
I haven't checked.
Let's see.
I've just looked for Alchemist Prime, and it says it's unavailable.
Let's see here. Transformers by now. Let's see here. In stock, Triptychon. So that can't work. Hold on here. We need...
It's already in stock? What the hell?
I think people have
Yeah, they've been available for some time.
Brands. Transformers. Shop all Transformers. Let's see here. Transformers book. Sold out. Pre-order, sold out. Low in stock. Pre-order. Well, there's a pre-order.
So it's there.
Why did it take me to Lyoka? Okay. Huh. I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, at least the tariff didn't go. Didn't stay at 130 for too long.
Yeah. Over in the chat, Dwayne Marsh says anybody who buys a Mattel IP is going to have to pay more. Yeah, I did see that. I did see that interview with the CEO of Mattel, whose name was it was something like Yana. His name was a fucking Saturday morning word scramble with all the consonants left out. But then, in an amazing display, our president referred to Mattel as a country. And he was going to tariff
What?
them. I swear to God, I'm telling
Are you for fucking real?
I swear
Dude,
to
tell
God.
me, tell me.
I swear to God. Okay, hold on. I'm going to play this.
I'm so glad. I want you to understand. I don't know if it's going to do anything, but Al Green has leveled articles of impeachment against Trump.
Let's see here.
I have no idea if they're going to go through, but I just want to give everyone a little bit of hope.
My history. So let's see here. Ancient Apocalypse, Lost Books of the Bible, Alien Labs and Human Clones, Might and Magic yesterday. So it was the shorts that I watched. I think it was the shorts yesterday that I watched. I watched a lot.
No fucking way.
Let's see here. Lots of Red Dwarf shit. I don't want to.
Where did you come from?
I don't want to play that. Okay, hold on here. Trump, Mattel. Okay.
Oh, it might have been.
Let's see. Here it is. Okay, I'm gonna do the poor man's audio.
Oh no.
Everybody,
no.
Pipe down. We're gonna hear words from our fearless leader here.
Mattel, I don't know. I'm not so sure. They also said they're the only country I've heard. They said, well, we're going to go counter. We're going to try going someplace else. That's okay. Let him go, and we'll put 100% tariff on his toys, and he won't sell one toy in the United States, and that's their biggest market.
Yep.
I didn't hear Jacques Fresco.
Yeah, we can't hear it.
I'm sorry about that.
Fuck.
Essentially, he calls Mattel a country.
Nice.
And the comments are fucking gold. I love Mattel's national anthem. I'm a Barbie girl. Trump
We decided to invade Mattel.
We decided to invade Mattel.
If Biden had said this, they'd never shut up about it.
The biggest car manufacturer in that country, Hot Wheels, will suffer most. We Mattellians would reciprocate bigly. Make Mattel great again.
DC is very generous using the word accidentally.
There are rumors in DHS that Mattel and Hasbro are in negotiations to create a military alliance with Tonka.
What the fuck?
Wait till he hears about Legoland. Jesus Christ.
This is good.
Can we
That's the best comment.
Let's see.
This guy calls Biden slow.
Trump is going to put 100% tariffs on Lego Island if they don't pardon the Brickster for his crimes. Mattel sells more cars in the U.S. than all the big three combined.
God damn it.
Mattel is the 51st state. It's
I like the Lego comment though. That's great.
Yeah. Oh shit. Mattel has been ripping us off for years, subsidizing too many penguins over there. Wonderful plastic country of Mattel overlooking the Gulf of America. They have penguin waiters as they have to leave their own islands with 10% tariffs that were imposed on them. Although I hear that they'll soon be at war with the land of Toys R Us. Oh, fuck me. But, yeah, Belushi says YouTube Shorts are the work of Satan and must be destroyed. Dwayne March says Tom Power Jr. was the one I heard it from first. Dejuanis Perez says he was impeached twice last time he was in charge and yet stayed in office.
Those failed.
I'm not going to talk about...
We've got him on criminal charges now.
I'm not going to talk about anything that the president doesn't involve with toys. So, but...
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, calling Mattel a country. Calling Mattel a country. And then here's the thing. A lot of people have said, well, he just misspoke. He said he was going to put tariffs on them.
Yeah, he's a fucking Nimrod.
Yeah.
No, do not call him a Nimrod. Do not call him a Nimrod, because Nimrod was a mighty hunter, son of the king Nebuchadnezzar. Nimrod was important. I don't know how that became an insult, but Nimrod the hunter was a very capable man.
Okay.
He's supposed to be the
He's a fuckwit.
There you go.
He's supposed to be the son of Nebuchadnezzar?
I think so. Let me check. Nimrod.
Because we actually have the name of Nebuchadnezzar. I happen to study this in my spare time.
Let's see here.
This is my spare time.
Let's see. I'm sorry. The son of Cush and therefore great-grandson of Noah. Nimrod was described as the king of the land of Shinar. My apologies. I thought it was Nebuchadnezzar.
Shinar, yeah.
Let's see. The Bible states he was a mighty hunter before the Lord, began to be mighty in the earth. Identified Nimrod as a ruler who commissioned the construction of the Tower of Babel or of Jacob's Ladder. There's no evidence that Nimrod was an actual historical person or non-biblical historical records. Historians have failed to match Nimrod with any real historically attested figure. But let's see here. But so Nimrod was a mighty hunter, whether he existed or not.
So what is the idiom? Down there in pop culture.
He's a fuckwit.
You've already clicked off it.
Oh,
damn it.
Yes.
Hold on.
It's
I'm watching the stream, not the actual screen.
So you said the idiom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
how does that relate?
In modern North American English, the term Nimrod is often used to mean a dim-witted or stupid person. This usage is often said to have been popularized by Looney Tunes cartoons character Bug Bunny, sarcastically referring to the hunter Elmer Fudd as Nimrod.
Yeah, okay. That makes sense.
That makes a ton of fucking sense.
Bugs Bunny.
Damn. Dwayne Marsh says, I call him Orange Dingus. Dejuanis says, Dwayne, I like to call him Tangerine Tyrant. Belucius, if we're discussing politicians, let's ask the real question. What the fuck is that on Trump's head? Dead Tribble.
You may
I
actually
think-
like this one, Marmalade Mussolini.
Oh, that is nice.
Orange Julius Caesar.
Ooh,
That's good too, actually. Yeah.
man.
I think, Belucius, I think the shit on his head is the actual Trump command module. And the rest of it is just a body that it inhabits.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just you mean like a Gould from Stargate SG-1, except it's furry and lives on the top of his head.
Yeah.
Yeah, like those fucking things from Futurama that suck out your brain.
It's a furred botfly larva.
Oh my god, that sounds.
It's one of those
horrible.
robot Furby that got like sentient.
Jesus Christ. But no, I understand completely. If somebody goes, I can't collect anymore because of the price, no, I get it. I totally get it. Especially if you're a GameStop collector. Fuck me sideways. Oh, fuck. Moving on to looky what I found. Tef, do you have a looky what I found?
Yeah, but you don't want to show it. It's the Abomination Titan thing.
Oh, fine. We'll show it. Everybody, if you do not have faith in a cruel God, please avert thine eyes.
What?
Tef put this in the chat today, and it was just.
Yeah.
Hold on here.
Bleeded from the eyes.
Fuck.
Oh, that's way the other direction. You're going back weeks now.
I'm back weeks. Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Gaze upon
There it
ye
is.
works in despair.
So we got Metroplex, Omega Supreme, Fort Max. I don't know who that orange guy is.
The arm
Okay.
is like the
Star Saber and Victory Leo.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. What's your problem, Scott? You hate fun?
I do. This kind of fun.
Power Master Optimus Prime finally got tired of her own shit, murdered everybody
He
else.
goes with
used
the new Titans.
He heard what Galvatron wanted to do with the other Decepticons and Headmasters, and just did it to all the other Autobots.
I gotta show off this. This was my looky what I found. I fucking love Mav. Mavs just does some amazing work, and he is making a full new figure of IDW Lickety Split.
Who's an animated character?
Yeah.
I didn't realize that's the name of that character. I just remember seeing them once or twice.
He's got it fucking figured out, baby. Coco Liso says, howdy, everyone. I meant to jump on tonight, but I'm still setting everything up. I moved. Hi, congrats on the move, man. Hola, bros. Hola, mi amigo. ¿Cómo está usted? Muy bien, gracias.
Enjoy it while you can.
Una cerveza, por favor. Technical Jim says, I have a listener question. I'm trying to get the paint off of a Retro Deluxe Bumblebee. Is there a faster way to remove it than 70% or 91% rubbing alcohol? Tef says gasoline.
Yeah, it works.
I would say if you want something that you can just dunk it in and walk the fuck away from it.
Oh, no.
Like, it's not quicker. It's not quicker, but if you want to do something else while it's happening, Pine Sol. Make sure you get Pine Sol with pine oil in it. That'll take the fucking goddamn paint off of anything. But
Yeah.
anyway.
Gasoline works great, though. You put some on a rag and just, scrub. That's it.
Hold it over your neighbor's face and make them do it in the slave quarters down below.
You can sniff it a little bit, too, to, get a high.
Ooh, let's go to... I'm going to go to Gasoline World. They have roller coasters there.
Gasoline World. That sounds interesting.
It sure does. Kyle, do you have a looky what I found?
Nope.
That's okay. We still love you. What about you, Thomas?
I do not.
Well,
That's a quick week.
That's okay. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's do it in the other direction then. Reinforcements from Cybertron. Thomas, do you have any?
I do not. I just can't afford anything.
See? Tariffs.
Goddamn tariffs.
Kyle, what about you, buddy?
Nothing.
I
Couldn't
knew
think
it.
of anything to buy.
I got this.
Anything to steal, then?
Listeners on the show last week will know that I put in an order. Well, you take $15 for the glasses. Yes, they will. I fucking got the glasses. Oh, the spaghetti. Yeah, the SpaghettiOs Transformers mail away tumblers. Right there, fuckers.
That's incredible.
There's Superior.
So they accepted your bid.
They accepted my bid. There's Omega Goddamn Supreme. Look out, Omega Supreme. Meteors. We've got Redhead Ultra Magnus with a white chest for some strange reason. And
Why not?
Devastator, and I don't know if anybody can see this, but Devastator has the ear gun.
Ah.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah.
Which is a vitally important part of him. That's.
And he seems to have the right colors.
Yeah.
At first glance.
Yeah.
I just noticed that like Ultra Magnus, like if you don't change anything else and you just make his head red, it actually stands out way more than if you just invert his colors completely.
You know, I'm still stunned that nobody's done like a powered buggy for Ultra Magnus. I really am.
Well, when I get another computer, just wait on that for a sec.
Whenever I get a computer, wait some more, Scott. Tef, how about you? Any reinforcements this week?
Only one, and it's the Masterpiece-esque looking Lord Venatanigagon, which is a Scorponok. And Masterpiece size, he's really freaking awesome. I love them.
If they should make him glow under a UV light, that would be the ultimate.
I do have UV light. I haven't tried it though.
You should. You should. You could be the first person to find like a hidden feature.
All right.
Okay. We're gonna try this. If this fucking works, man, I'm gonna be stunned. Here we go.
Not really.
God damn it!
Well, the red does look kind of. But...
The fuckers had a chance at true fucking greatness, and they let it pass. They let it pass. What a shame. That's a good-looking Scorponok, though.
He's really awesome. I'm really happy about it.
Nice.
Otherwise, I got a couple more stuff, but it's all in the mail. I should receive it by the end of the week, I hope.
I don't even have anything in the mail to me. I've got a couple of things pre-ordered, but I did order that Seed Primus, but apparently it's turned around and heading back to the sender. And it's just like,
The small one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have two things that are ordered here. I'll share my screen here so that everybody can see. And everybody knows my address anyway, so I mean, I'm not too worried about that. Let's see here. Share the screen. Entire screen. We'll do screen number 2. Share. And this is the website I like going to. I like going to Postal Ninja. Because if you sign
I do that too.
I fucking love Postal Ninja.
I have it right now.
Yeah.
I've got 3 orders on it.
Yeah, I've got 2. Belushi says Scorponok, and he loves the way I say Scorponok. Here, Tiny Primus. That's what this is. Right there's my tracking number. And you see, package returning to sender, return to customer.
Goddamn, that sucks.
Yeah. And then I have a little remote-controlled dinosaur that I had as a kid that I got. So that one's called Open the Door, Get on the Floor. Let's see here. Yep, there we go. 5 days. Oh,
that's cool.
That is cool.
Next week, man.
Yeah.
One of the things that I ordered that I'm going to get soon-ish is a Tobot. I got myself Air Glove, which is the airplane that transformed into a centaur.
Nice. Hell yeah. Now, did you see that really expensive Transformers chess set? They've knocked that off?
Really? Oh. No, I didn't see it.
Yeah, hold on. Let me see if I can find that real quick.
Wait a minute.
Let's see here.
Is that the one that was going to be made but was never finished?
No, it's being knocked off. Hold on here. I don't know if it was ever finished or not, but we're getting it.
No, it wasn't finished. That's
what. If it's the Kickstarter one, then
it was a Kickstarter, and they never completed it.
Let's see here. Let's see. The great thing about being me. Well, there's many great things, but one of the great things about being me, whenever I'm looking for knockoff toys, I just look for Blunghole in the icons.
Yeah, it's your thread. Yeah,
it's my thread now. There it is. And let's do chess. Let's see. Transformable chess pieces. A Wei Zhang drama thread.
The Wei Hang is like the golden ones.
Yeah. Let's see. Is this it? Cancel. Wei Zhang. Yeah, here they are. Wei Zhang, I guess, is making the chess set.
Oh, those are the ones that has been out for a while.
Oh, okay.
It was one of my looky what I found like maybe a month ago.
Jesus Christ. Oops.
Yeah, I'm trying to get my hands on them. I had somebody that told me that he's gonna get them by a really good price, and he just ghosted me. So.
God damn it. He will pay for his crimes against Tef. iSlips is out of curiosity and no way to make anything about me. Buddy, it's all about you. We love you, iSlip. Does anyone remember the last time I was on? I need to see what my reinforcements were. I don't. It's probably been about 2 months. Fucking catapult. Horsey.
They're pretty good, and I saw a couple of videos of the transformation, and they're pretty intricate on most of them.
Yeah.
I'm really surprised.
There they are. Shit.
Oh yes, of course. They turn into these buttons.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's like a Chinese chess. It's not the actual U.S. known chess thing, or British or whatever.
Yeah, it's checkers.
It's really a Chinese chess. It's different.
Man. Oh, fuck. You guys got any big plans for this week?
I'm going to go see Final Destination. It's my favorite fucking horror movie series. It's just cheesy, but just fun. I just like it.
Not a thing wrong with that. I don't know if I have a favorite horror. I do like the Twilight Zone, like the old black and white Twilight Zones. And this Saturday, I spent about 2 hours with an old college buddy of mine, whose aunt was an actor who was on a really, really famous Twilight Zone episode.
Oh yeah.
The one where the sun is getting closer and closer to the Earth, but it turns out the woman has a fever and it's actually going further away.
Okay, I don't remember that one.
Yeah, if you see that, that's my buddy's aunt. So and she was on like Star Trek Deep Space Nine, and yeah, so it was a big thing. And whenever she passed away, he was one of the people, because he was really close with his aunt. He was one of 3 people to give a speech at his aunt's funeral. It was him, Leonard Nimoy, and William Shatner.
Wow.
Yeah.
Big shots.
Yeah. Yeah.
I saw a video like a couple of days ago. It was a toy review, but for Red Dwarf toys, official ones. They've made like a Starbug that is
with
like
the
that
4
big.
minifigures?
Yeah, kind of like Mighty Max figures.
Yeah.
And I never knew they made toys, and it makes so much sense. Like, yeah, they should have made more, and apparently they're friggin' insanely expensive nowadays.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, jeez, guys, how come I never knew about this before?
I can imagine them being expensive just because of how niche it is.
Yeah.
Also.
Yeah.
Belushi said he was going to have a wank this week, but I didn't set aside any time for it yet. That happens. It really does, man. But no, I remember whenever that came out, that I want to say I was low on cash at that point, because I think my mom was just starting to get sick. Because it is about 20 years old, that Starbug.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I want to say like I was low on cash at that time, and I never got it. I wanted to.
My phrase that I really was into Red Dwarf, I was so low on cash.
I was showing Ariana some clips from Red Dwarf, and it's just like, yeah, I'm gonna have to sit down and watch this with you. She was laughing her ass off at the clips. You know?
Oh, it is a fucking awesome show.
Fucking awesome show.
Yes.
Well, Kyle, what about you? Any plans this week?
Not really.
You got your whole life ahead of you, man. What about you, Thomas? Tell me you got plans.
My intentions are to continue going to the gym and not spend any money. Because
you got a free gym up there?
I have a gym membership.
So you spend money to go to the gym.
It's money that was already spent, though. So.
Yes, that's correct.
Oh my God! I think I'm going to put this one in the books, boys. I'm tired, and I want to go look at my wife naked for a while. Please, if you get the chance, Ugly Wretch's live stream is fantastic. Ugly Wretch, Belucius, Phoenix, just fantastic boys. If you get the chance, Ninja Bill Reviews is fantastic. Danny Dolphin and Input are fantastic. Ultra Megatronus, absolutely amazing guy, great guy. And if you're into like the short stuff, the really, really funny stuff, fucking Washbrook Show. I cannot suggest the Washbrook Show more than anything. Tef, of course, I suggest you, buddy.
One thing funny that happened to me this week for my Scorponok review, I put it online, and somebody quoted, like, just added a comment in the French video saying, like, what the hell is that dubbing? And I'm like, well, duh, it's the French version. If you want to hear the English, just go see that. I just linked him the English version. And then I noticed that my title changed. I usually write français, just French, for my French titles, but now it was translated into English. It was really written French, and I didn't understand it. And then just underneath, I saw a tag that AI translated, auto-translated.
No.
So if you watch my French video, but your settings of your Windows or YouTube is in English, you're going to have an AI voice dubbing in English of my French video. It's hilarious, man.
You said it made you sound like Prime v Prime.
Yeah, it sounds like Prime v Prime for my voice, and they translated some stuff wrong, and it's really funny. At one point, I talk about, like, the vents on the thigh, and I say, like, oh, they're just air vents. You have to put them on that side. And in the English, they call it windshield for some reason. At one point, in robot mode, he has, like, a couple of holes in the back that I don't like, and I say, like, I don't like the holes that shows in Scorpion back, and the English translation just goes, like, I friggin' love the holes in the back.
I love the holes in the back, as does everyone I know and respect.
But it's really nice because it blocks out completely my voice, but you still can hear, like, the rat shit going in the background and stuff like that. It's really nice. It's well done.
Wow, damn. And check out I Slip Coco Liso's channel. Fun. Gentlemen, thank you for being here. Thanks to everyone in the chat. Belucius, Dwayne, Tef, Crossbones Koopa, and Dewanis Perez. Belucius, Technical Jim was over the chat as well. Rave1X. And I'll tell you what, Belucius says, good night, my friends. I love each and every one of you, and I hope all your babies are born with placentas. And I don't think I could end this any better than that. Truer words have never been spoken. Night all.
Bonne nuit.
Come on. I'm waiting for the outro. It takes a while.
You can do it. You can do it.
There it is. That's a fucking banger, it is.